Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. Years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe that if you get your degree here, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
Good evening, everybody. We are live from Marilat Sport and Fitness Center here at the campus of Adrian College. Tonight's contest is featuring the Ohio Northern Polar Bears and your Adrian College Bulldogs.
We are going to do this Pledge of Allegiance real quick. We're going to have a quick break. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Bulldog fans, welcome to the home of Adrian College Athletics, brought to you by Adrian College Television. Follow us on social media to be connected to the latest broadcasts, news, highlights, and more. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, X, and TikTok. ACTV's social media handle is at Adrian College TV on all platforms. Thank you to all of our fans who tune in to support us at ACTV.
We are live from Marilat Sport and Fitness Center here at the campus of Adrian College. I'm Forrest Vernier along with Braden Packard. Thank you very much for joining us here tonight. Tonight, the Ohio Northern Polar Bears will be taking on your Adrian College Bulldogs. Starting things off tonight, Will Miller, Noah Langford, Blake Michael. We also have number 21, that's number 11, J.D. Cunningham Jr. And now 21, Theo Mang, the sophomore from Ottawa, Ohio. And so those are your starters for the Polar Bears. And now the Bulldogs. We have Braylon Dickerson, the sophomore from Ann Arbor, Michigan. We also have Nick Seifert, who leads the Bulldogs in points scored. He's a senior from Tiffin, Ohio. We also have Josh Recksteiner, the senior from Grand Blanc, Michigan. And another top scorer, Kendall Chrisman, the senior from Niles, Michigan. And for your Bulldogs, number 32, Josh Jordan. And these are all your starters for the Polar Bears and the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs have had just an okay start. They are 1-1. They lost the home opener to Denison University, 72-68. But they did bounce back at Bluffton University, winning that one. That one was a close one too, Braden, 70-69. as we are just about ready to get things going here.
And I have to say the Polar Bears are off to a hot start, starting off the season 3-1. All non-conference games, though. But it does not matter as adds to their season total. Let's see if they can keep up this hot start here in the Marilat Sports and Fitness Center.
And the Bulldogs are on offense with Seifert attempting to score the first 2 points but misses. But here's Kendall Chrisman going for the layup. But the whistle is blown.
That was a great second chance bucket opportunity, but foul was called. Great job by the refs for seeing that.
Now Adrian's got to play some defense with Chrisman trying to guard Mag.
And that's the and one opportunity, folks. Send that boy to the stripe. So far throughout the season, throughout the season, the Polar Bears as a team are 79% from the stripe. Not too shabby.
And so now here's Josh Recksteiner giving it to Braylon Dickerson, the sophomore from Ann Arbor, Michigan. And now here's Chrisman dribbling it, making the bounce pass now to Dickerson. And now here's Jordan. But now we have the Polar Bears playing some good defense here. And so this is J.D. Cunningham Jr., the sophomore from Columbus, Ohio. Now Will Miller, who leads the Polar Bears in points scored with 52.
As that was an outlook pass, trying to find his teammate on the corner, trying to get the corner three. Just a little bit too much power on that pass, resulting in the Polar Bears turnover. This will be Recksteiner leading it down the court for the Bulldogs. Passing it to Chrisman. Chrisman to Dickerson. This is Seifert. Seifert double-teamed, forces the turnover. Great job by the Polar Bears on defense.
And so now here's Blake Michael. He will be getting the ball pretty soon. The referee hands it to him, and Michael makes the pass to Cunningham Jr. And now we got Recksteiner trying to play defense, trying to guard Cunningham. But the Polar Bears hanging on to it. The Bulldogs having to play some defense here. And now here's Cunningham.
And that will be the travel call. Great job by the refs to see that he lifted up his gather foot. As typically, if you put that foot down and just do the outlook pass like they typically do, that won't get called. You lifted it up, though. Great job by the ref.
And here's Seifert. Seifert trying to get things going here for Adrian College. Makes a nice bounce pass to Josh Jordan. And now here's Recksteiner. Seifert again.
They're saying that was a push-off. Kind of one of the harder fouls to call, as that is really up to the offensive player and how they dribble the ball. But that was a very obvious call right there from Nick Seifert.
Again, this is only just the start of things here in this first half. How this game will work is there will be 2 20-minute halves, a 15-minute break between 1 and 2. So now here's Cunningham Jr. finding the opening, but the Bulldogs again with the defense. And here's Langford.
The Polar Bears so far shooting 35% from deep to start off the year. They're trying to keep up that consistency, just couldn't get it there.
Now I would also like to mention that we have a very hard-working crew with us here tonight. We have Olivia Cronin run the top camera, Tate Wise, who's directing, and Josiah Durrell, who's doing B-roll.
I have to agree with you, all hard-working crew as well as a student-ran crew. We are all students here at Adrian College, and that's a rarity. It's nice to have that opportunity here.
So now Cunningham Jr. trying to go around Luke Rager. And now here's the pass to Langford. Langford scores. That's a three-pointer. So far, it is 6-0 in favor of the Polar Bears.
Good job from Langford to get the trifecta, keep widening their lead to 6 points. Bulldogs need to put something up on the board.
Absolutely. They have to get something going pretty soon if they want to get caught up here.
Seifert was double teamed, tried to find the wide open teammate, just couldn't get the pass off. Cleanly happens though, as it is early in the game. You're just testing the waters to make sure everything is running smoothly, making sure the gears are tested, as this will be the Polar Bears leading it down the court.
Polar Bears back on offense. So here's Miller dribbling it, now giving it to Cunningham. Miller has it back, and that one gets stuck between the rim and the board.
It got wedged in there, and you rarely see that nowadays, and when it does happen, you just got to worry about getting it back down. Thank goodness they're able to get it effortlessly, that they have the hops to do so.
Cunningham finds Miller and passes the ball to him. Now here's Langford. Now passing it back to Miller. Miller handing it off to Mag. Going for another three-pointer. And the Polar Bears score 3 more. It is 9-0 in favor of the Ohio Northern Polar Bears. Bulldogs still have yet to score.
Almost a turnover there. Langford playing great perimeter defense. That is Braylon Dickerson trying to get the post hook. Gets the second chance opportunity and one.
And so Adrian College just scored their first 2 points. It's Braylon Dickerson. And we're going to go into our first timeout here. We're going to take a commercial break for just about a minute. But we'll be right back for more basketball. But the Polar Bears lead 9-2. This is the home of Adrian College Sports.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
And we are back. The Polar Bears have a 9-2 lead over the Adrian College Bulldogs. There have been a couple of three-pointers, but Adrian College, now is a big opportunity for them to start coming back. But it's only the first half, and this first half is just about both teams getting warmed up, getting to know each other, and learning from each other as well.
Exactly. You got to run all these different types of offensive schemes because you don't know what kind of defensive schemes they're running. They might be running a 3-4 zone. They might be running a 2-3 zone. They might be running man-to-man. You just got to test the waters to ensure, hey, what baskets will work? You got to test your range. So
that was Braylon Dickerson, who just scored the 3rd point for the Bulldogs on the free throw. So now it is 9-3 Polar Bears. And this is going to be another foul shot. And the foul was called on Braylon Dickerson. So here's Jody Cunningham Jr. He will be making the free throw for the Polar Bears.
Again, to mention, they're about 80% from the free throw line as a team. And he is one to contribute, as he, throughout this season, is shooting 78% from the free throw line.
And on the second attempt, Cunningham Jr. scores. And now the Bulldogs will be back on offense here. Here's Rex Steiner making the pass to number 4, Seth Logan. And on the layup attempt by Dickerson, and he misses. Here's Cunningham with the ball again. Hands it off to Langford. Langford making the bounce pass to Will Miller. Again, Miller leads the Polar Bears in points scored. So now here's Jacoby, excuse me. Now the Bulldogs have the ball back again. Here's Seth Logan. But he's being guarded by Blake Michael and Hanson. Hanson now makes the pass to Rager. Dickerson trying to score, but he misses. But a nice effort there by Braylon Dickerson. Go ahead, Braden.
Oh, sorry, I have to agree. That was a great shot opportunity for Braylon Dickerson. Just couldn't get it down, but like you kept on saying, it's still very early on in the game. Just test the waters, making sure that everybody has the right sort of mindset coming into this.
And Cunningham Jr. scores 2 more points for the Polar Bears. It is now 12-3 in favor of Ohio Northern University. But now Dickerson being guarded by Miller. Now he makes the bounce pass to Rager. Rager now passing it to Schilling. And he misses. Now that's going to be a foul.
I believe that was another push off. I believe there was Schilling just trying to go for the rebound, but he was pushed off from the other team's center. And I believe this will be a whole team substitution here for the Polar Bears.
Yeah, we are getting a lot of substitutes in right now, including Mason Stutter, who's entered into this game. For the Bulldogs, we have Lucas Schock, the senior from St. Clair Shores, Michigan. And now that was number 15, Carter Reese, shooting it from the cherry line, right, Braden?
Nope, that is from the three-point line, and now he have the chance to hit it from the cherry stripe.
Okay.
He has 3 chances right now since he took a three-point shot instead of going for a layup.
Oh.
Once you extend that range and you're behind that three-point line, you get the opportunity to hit 3 free throws.
All right, thank you for the clarification, Braden.
Anytime, brother.
And as you can see, I'm still, trying to learn more about basketball. But here's Carter Reese scoring the free throw. So now the Polar Bears have a 14-3 lead. And this will be Reese's 3rd attempt. And Reese makes it 15-3.
Right.
So here's Lucas Schock. He quickly has to pass it to Rex Steiner, making a long throw to Nick Seifert. Seifert communicating, trying to find the opening, and he makes the bounce pass to Schilling. Schilling dribbles it, and he loses his grip on the ball. It's caught by Stewart before the official blows the whistle. So what's going to happen here, Braden?
I believe they're saying that was a reach in, and this will be an inbounds pass for the Bulldogs. They'll have great positioning on the court to get a basket, but the shot clock was only set back only 5 seconds. There's typically 24 seconds in the shot clock. It was only set back to 20.
So now Reed Schilling is being substituted by Josh Jordan. Oh, and Adrian College scores 2 more points.
The fadeaway jumper in the mid-range always looks so smooth.
So here's Stutter. Dribbles it, makes the layup, and he scores 2 more for the Polar Bears. It is 17-5. So far, it has been a great start for the Polar Bears. And that was great defense shown there by Stutter. Now making the pass to Reese. Reese with the bounce pass to Stutter. Now to Jacoby. Polar Bears hanging on to it. Bulldogs making a good effort guarding.
I believe they're saying that was another reach-in call from the Bulldogs, as this will be number 24, Kendall Krisman, getting subbed back in. Bulldogs definitely need a veteran presence to bring them back in this one, as they're down 17-5. Let's see if the three-point sniper Kendall Krisman can bring them back. With just a little over 12 Oh, yeah, just a little over 12 minutes left of this first half. Let's see if they can keep this up. So far, the Polar Bears are off to a hot streak. As Reese goes for the three-point shot from the corner. Dribbles out like ball in the cup, as this will be Nick Seifert leading it down coast to coast. Sets the screen for his teammate, but Polar Bears are staying on that. Nice. Kendall Krisman with the tray. As that is sent right to Rex Steiner. Rex Steiner passing that to his teammate. Bulldogs with the trifecta as that clangs off the back iron.
12:20 left here in this first half. So far, Cunningham has 2 assists. And now here come the Polar Bears, but the whistle is blown.
They're saying that was a push-off foul on the Bulldogs as both players are trying to go for the rebound. Bulldogs are just a little bit too aggressive with it, resulting in both players tumbling on the ground. Thankfully, both are able to get right back up. So built different, as this will be an inbounds pass for the Polar Bears. Let's see if they could take advantage of the great court positioning.
So this is Aiden Harris dribbling the ball now, making the pass to Stutter. So here's Reese. Reese bounced past it to Ferguson, but gets the ball back.
A little bit of a miscommunication there, as the Polar Bears player just wasn't ready. But that'll happen. Again, this is only first half, just testing the waters.
And this is going to be another timeout. We're going to cut to commercial break, but the Polar Bears lead 17-5 from Braden Packard and Forrest Vernier. This is the home of Adrian College Sports.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, got out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
The Polar Bears lead 17-5 here in this first half. I am Forrest Vernier alongside Braden Packard, as the Polar Bears have been pulling away. So it's been kind of a rocky start here for the Bulldogs, but with 11:45 left in this first half, they have an opportunity to get things going here. And there's always a second half too, Braden.
I couldn't agree with you more. There's still so much basketball left to play, and the Bulldogs look to seem to be putting it together, as that'll be Nick Seifert with the post-hook shot.
So Nick Seifert, doing what he does. As I've mentioned before, Seifert leads the Bulldogs in points scored, so he's definitely one that we will have to take note of here. So now the Bulldogs, and that one's quickly picked up by Josh Recksteiner, one of our seniors. And now Seifert again goes for the points, but it's quickly recovered by Dickerson, who scores! That was a three-pointer. It is 17-10, Polar Bears. And so here's Will Miller trying to extend to the lead. But again, doing a good job quickly recovering it. Here's Stutter now being guarded by Recksteiner. Now what's the call going to be there, Braden?
I believe that'll be Rex Steiner getting the reach-in call, as he was playing aggressive perimeter D, trying to bring that into the post, trying to swipe it away. But it just results in him hitting the wrist, the ref was right there seeing that with his own 2 eyes, just at the wrong place at the right time for the Bulldogs, as this will be and that will be a shooting foul. This will be the Polar Bears getting sent to the stripe, but Bulldogs only down by 7. Let's see if the Polar Bears can widen their lead by 2.
Theo Mag will be making the free throw for the Polar Bears. His first attempt, and he scores, making it 18-10.
Theo Mag so far perfect from the cherry stripe throughout this season. Then again, he's only had one trip, as this will be his second trip of the season, and he continues his perfect streak.
As Mag makes it 19-10 in favor of Ohio Northern University. And so we got MC Williams making his first appearance in this game, making the pass to Braylon Dickerson. Dickerson being guarded by Miller. Williams making the chest pass to Recksteiner. And so this is Cunningham Jr. making good work with the ball, making the bounce pass to Mag. So here's Michael passing it again to Reese. So Cunningham has to quickly pick it back up after it almost went out of bounds. And Chrisman trying to guard Cunningham. 9:44 left here in this first period. We have not seen that really much of scoring, but the main thing that has stood out to me, Braden, so far has to be the defense.
I couldn't agree with you anymore, because the perimeter defense has this. Great call by the ref. You rarely see that nowadays, as that was a carry. Tried to go for the step back, but he palmed the ball in a certain way. It was almost like he was carrying it. That is a turnover for the Bulldogs, as this will be Polar Bears letting it down the court.
And now Williams showing pretty outstanding defense, guarding Cunningham before Cunningham passes it to Mag. Now Cunningham has the ball again, being guarded by Seifert. And that one's caught again by Mag. Mag has done really well at free throws. And now Williams takes it from Mag.
MC Williams forcing the jump ball, resulting in the turnover. Great job showing the hard over height play. This will be Bulldogs leading it down the court.
And so here's Seifert dribbling it, passing it to Chrisman. Chrisman passing it to Rager. Now here's Williams. Williams making the pass to Schilling. Williams again to Seifert, to Schilling. Goes for the three-point, and he misses. And it's picked up by Cunningham. Cunningham has done really well defensively tonight. But now here's Miller. Miller now making the pass to Michael. Now here's Cunningham again making the bounce pass to Michael, who scores 2 more points for the Polar Bears. They have now 21.
Michael with the jelly roll layup. Oh my goodness. He got that one to go, making this lead double digits.
That was a nice try by Seifert, but it bounces off the rim. Williams again making a good effort guarding Cunningham. So now here's Michael. And
one opportunity for the Polar Bears.
The Polar Bears have 23 points now. As they do not want to get comfortable. They are making a great effort on pulling away.
What I've come to learn in basketball is there is no comfortable lead. Like, 3 points is better than 2, and the Bulldogs are known for having some great 3-point snipers on the team. So you just got to make sure that the Polar Bears space out, defend them defensively, defend them like they have been throughout this game. The Polar Bears should just keep up what they're doing.
Yeah, and the free throw moments ago was just scored by I I believe, was that Blake Michael who scored the free throw earlier?
Yes, this is Blake Michaels.
All right, thank you, Braden.
This will be a media break.
And this will be another timeout, but the Polar Bears lead 24-10 from Braden Packard and Forrest Frenier. This is the home of Adrian College Sports. Polar Bears lead 24-10 here at Marilat Sport and Fitness Center. 7:54 left here in this first half. I am Forrest Frenier along with my good friend Braden Packard. We also have Tate Wise, Olivia Cronin, and Josiah Durrell on our crew this evening. Here's Nick Seifert making the pass to Kendall Chrisman. Now Williams is being guarded by Cunningham. And now here's Chrisman, who's done well defensively tonight, makes a long pass to Rager. And now here's Logan trying to score the three-pointer. But just like that, the Polar Bears quickly take it back. 7:30 left in this first half. Will Miller, the lead scorer for the Polar Bears. Now passing it to Cunningham Jr. Now here's Langford. Scores a three-pointer, making it 27-10.
Langford from downtown as he's just showing out this game. You can't make up these sort of stats as so far throughout this season. He is dangerous.
And that three-pointer by Langford, he has scored a total of 9 points here tonight. Langford has scored more points than any other Polar Bear this evening.
He's also shooting 30% from deep on 8 attempts a game. That's just, you typically want to keep it about the 40% range, but the amount of times that he's shooting it at the amount of clip that he is, that's just great consistency. See if Langford can keep it up from deep, widening this lead for the Polar Bears. As that will be a shooting foul. Nick Seifert trying to lead to get to the basket. Not an and one opportunity, but still nonetheless the trip to the cherry stripe.
And Josh Recksteiner will be coming in just a moment to substitute. But Seifert has scored 2 points tonight. He will be making the free throw. And the first attempt, and he scores. So the Bulldogs now have 11, and Williams will be substituted by Recksteiner. And so that is Seifert's 3rd point score tonight. And he makes it 4 as he scores both of his free throw attempts successfully. So now this is Seth Logan carrying the ball, dribbles, passing it to Langford. Langford again has scored 9 points total tonight. And now this is Reese making it 30-12. And so now the Bulldogs, as Seifert goes for the layup, and Seifert scores 30-14. Seifert now has a total of 6 points, tying it with Dickerson at 6. And that's going to go out of bounds. 6:18 left here in this first half. So Seifert and Dickerson both have scored a total of 6 points tonight. And Logan only has 2. Now dribbling it is Rex Steiner, being guarded by Langford. And now here's Rager. And that was the defense again by Cunningham.
Cunningham has just been playing his role to a T. As a wing, you know you have to guard the perimeter, and he's just been doing that all night.
And so Kendall Chrismon is being substituted by Dickerson, I believe, who just re-entered into this game.
Yep, I believe Braylon Dickerson was subbed in for number 24, Kendall Chrisman. I believe this will be Braylon Dickerson getting sent to the stripe. Let's see if he can knock these both down, trying to lower that lead from the Polar Bears as they've just been off to a hot start from deep.
And so Dickerson just scored his 7th point of the night. Make it 8 now, as he leads the Bulldogs this evening in points scored. But remember, Seifert is the leading scorer for this overall season. And so now Miller has the ball. 5:44 left in the first half. And that's traveling. That's traveling, which will be called on the Polar Bears. The traveling was called on Blake Michael.
Michael didn't keep the pivot foot on the ground, as that was almost a reach-in foul on the Bulldogs. Great job from the ref to notice the pivot foot leaving before the reach-in was called.
Dickerson now making the pass to Rager. Rager dribbles it, quickly passing it back to Dickerson. And a foul will be called. The foul will be called on Will Miller.
Have the substitution here out on the court. I believe this will be number 13, Aiden Harris, getting subbed in for number 2, Will Miller.
Aiden Harris is a freshman from Pandora, Ohio. As Dickerson just scored the 17th point. It is so the Polar Bears lead 30-17. As there's a bit of a conversation going on, trying to map out a plan. As Dickerson makes it 18 for the Bulldogs, scoring both of his foul shots successfully. So Dickerson, I believe he has 11 points now. And now Reese passing it to Stutter. And Seifert picks it back up, making the pass to Rechsteiner.
Braylon Dickerson trying to lead it into the court, but I believe that would be a charging call on him. Great defensive effort from the Polar Bears to put their body on the line, resulting in the turnover.
And so Kendall Chrisman is back into this game, substituting for Dickerson. And the Polar Bears have the ball. Stutter, the junior from Galion, Ohio. So now here's Langford, who has led the Polar Bears in points scored tonight. And so now they're trying for a three-pointer. But Harris misses it. Bulldogs take it back. And now Seifert dribbling it. And here is Rechsteiner making the long throw to Logan. And now here's Rager.
Rager tried going for the teardrop, trying to use the floater to his advantage. Ends up getting fouled anyways as he gets set to the free throw line. Let's see if he can knock both of these down, making only a 10-point game. With it only being 30-18, Polar Bears with the lead here in the first half.
Rager misses on the first attempt for the free throw. So Cunningham Jr. is checking back into this game. He will be substituting for Noah Langford. And so Rager will try again on the free throw. Here it is. And that's 19 for the Bulldogs. As that is Rager's first point of this evening. So here's Stutter having to go around Williams, making the pass to Cunningham. Cunningham makes the throw to Jacoby. Jacoby dribbling it. Now hands it off to Stutter. Stutter having to go around Chrisman.
I believe that's a turnover on Reese, as that ball was out of bounds. No, they're saying that was a reach-in on the Bulldogs, as that will be the Polar Bears retaining possession.
So now this is Stutter. He passes it to Reese. Reese going for two more, and it will not go in as Williams coming in quick. Now here's Chrisman dribbling it, making the pass but the Polar Bears taking advantage now for the layup. And they miss. It is still 30-19 in favor of the Ohio Northern Polar Bears. And it looks like we are going to have a timeout. We will be right back in just a minute from Braden Packard and Forrest Vernier. Polar Bears lead 30-19. This is the home of Adrian College Sports.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu.
Polar Bears with a 30-19 lead here in the first half. 3:45 left on the clock. The Bulldogs had kind of a rocky start at first, but they seem to be starting to at least make an effort on closing the gap.
I have to agree, the Bulldogs have found their range, and they've just been sticking with it. You know, they started off in the post and then tried to widen out to the mid-range and even went for the three-point shot just to see which one would work offensively. But I believe the Bulldogs have found pay dirt going into the post and just driving to the paint.
And Harris just scored his first 2 points on both attempts for the free throw. And so now this is Recksteiner dribbling it, being guarded by Stutter and Harris, and that is going to go out of bounds. But the Polar Bears now lead 32-19 with 3:35 left on the clock. So the ball will be handed off to Seth Logan. Logan will have to find someone to pass to. But what's happening here, Braden?
Right now, the Bulldogs are just trying to get an inbound pass to their teammate, preferably Nick Seifert, as they're the Bulldogs' lead ball handler, and they're just trying to take advantage of their court positioning right now.
And Seth Logan scores! That is a two-pointer.
And Cunningham runs into his own teammate. You'd see that one on Shackton. but that is a turnover nonetheless. Believe they're still going to give that one to the Polar Bears, as this will be an inbounds pass from half court. This will be number 13, Aiden Harris, getting ready for the inbounds pass. As this will be the Polar Bears just trying to space out as much as they can.
Harris already has one block tonight, too. So now Harris, and looks like the referee is having a conversation with head coach Neil Young before he hands the ball to Harris. And now it's Williams doing a great job guarding Stutter. But now here's Harris. But now Cunningham. The Polar Bears are really hanging on here. And it's scored.
Aiden Harris put the ice in his veins as he extends his arm. Great shot from the freshman, widening this lead, 35-21.
And so now here's Seth Logan making the long throw to Josh Rechsteiner. Now here's Seifert. And Williams scores 2 points on the layup.
And Nick Seifert swears that was a pass to MC Williams. But MC Williams gets a second chance opportunity.
So this is Langford. Langford has led the Polar Bears in points scored of this game. And Harris does it again, scoring 2 more points, making it 37-23. And so this is Rechsteiner passing it to Logan. And it bounces off the rim. Chrisman goes for the 2-pointer, and it's going to roll in. I'll tell you what, Braden, I enjoyed watching the way that ball just rolled right into the hoop.
I have to agree with you. It rolled all around the world before it finally went in. Now the Polar Bears are leading this one 37-25.
And we're going to have another timeout, but we will cut to a quick break. We'll be right back in just a moment, right after this.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
Polar Bears lead 37-25. 1:51 left here in this first half. But Dickerson has scored 10 points for the Bulldogs, more than any other Bulldog player of the night. But Langford also leads the Polar Bears in points scored overall. There's a long throw, but this one is caught by Rager. 1:30 left in this first half, and Logan goes for the 3-pointer, and it bounces off. And Williams trying to guard Michael, but he makes the pass to Cunningham Jr. Cunningham Jr. now passing it to Langford. Chrisman again. Yeah, something that I've noticed about Chrisman is that he really makes a good effort on the defense, especially the way that he guards his opponents.
I have to agree with you. He's the typical 3-and-D wing. You know, he can shoot it lights out from deep, but also he can guard the perimeter to a T. And that's what you've been seeing so far throughout this night. He's just been locking up his matchup, and he's just been making sure to contribute any way he can.
So that's Caden Jacoby, who just scored his first point of the night. Jacoby is a sophomore from Pettysville, Ohio, and he scores both of his free throw attempts. And so now Rager, now dribbling the ball, having to go around Langford, makes the long pass to to Logan. And a good effort, but it will not go in.
Just about a little under a minute left to go. Both teams are going to be picking up the pace, as that will be an and one from Cunningham.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, like a freight train, brought it right to the paint, brought it up. Let's see if he could capitalize on this and one opportunity. Biggest lead for the Polar Bears tonight, as this will be 41-25. Let's see if the Polar Bears can bring up this consistency and keep it up coming into the second half.
And Cunningham scores the free throw, makes it 42-25. 48 seconds left to go here in this first half. As now Seifert struggling with the ball a little, but passing it to Logan, who misses again on the three-pointer attempt. And the whistle is blown.
Great timeout called from Cunningham, as he wants to have as much time possible with 25 seconds left on the shot clock.
And it looks like we're gonna stay on this time, just for the sake of the timeout. But Braden, what is one thing overall that has stood out to you so far tonight?
One thing that has really stood out to me tonight is the defense from both sides. Both teams showing out incredibly on the perimeter, but one thing that really shows out for the Polar Bears is they're able to have that post defense. They realize that the Bulldogs have got two great post players, and number 10 Nick Seifert and number 10 Jordan. So they got to realize they can't extend their range by too much. As they keep on clogging the paint, that will keep the Bulldogs where they are right now. The Bulldogs need to capitalize on number 24 Kendall Krisman and all other three-point snipers that they have on the team.
You cannot forget about Dickerson either. He has scored 10 points tonight. He has been carrying this team offensively, but the defense is, I feel like the defense has to be way more important.
I have to agree. You always hear this saying, defense wins championships, and I can't agree more.
20 seconds left. Both teams looking to finish out this first half strong. And traveling is going to be called on Josh Recksteiner.
Tried going for the outlook pass from half court. Just lifted up the pivot foot just a little too high for the refs to see. As this will be a turnover. This will be an inbounds pass from half court. Let's see if Cunningham can capitalize with only about 10 seconds left of this first half.
Cunningham dribbling the ball. Looks like he's trying to eat up some time here. 4 seconds left. Now the Bulldogs have it. Here comes Williams trying to score two more. And will it count?
Will that count, ladies and gentlemen? That was dangerously close.
Outstanding effort there by MC Williams, but that is going to do it for the first half. But the Polar Bears have definitely been pulling away as they lead 44-27 over the Adrian College Bulldogs. And Braden, again, the Polar Bears, they're just very consistent with scoring. And again, it's all about staying consistent and not getting comfortable either.
Have to agree with you. Number 3, Langford, has just extended the Polar Bears' range, going 3 for 4 from deep to start off this first half. Let's see if the Polar Bears can keep up this consistency coming to the second, or the Bulldogs can come back.
Absolutely, Braden. But we're going to take a 15-minute break, but we will be back for the second half. From Braden Packard and Forrest Frenier from Adrian College Television, Polar Bears lead 44-27. This is the home of Adrian College Sports.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is @Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today. Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College has dozens of athletics programs, and winning is a staple on our campus. We have the culture of winning in and out of the classroom. This is a place where young men and women grow into professionals for life. Are you interested in learning more about the Bulldog experience? Visit adrianbulldogs.com and the Recruit Me tab to be recruited to play your sport of choice today. If you have what it takes, you could be a Bulldog in no time.
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time that you will always look back on as special years. Never experienced before you arrive today and never replicated after you graduate.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You have earned the right to be here through endless nights of studying, testing, writing, and dedication to learning. The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences, and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Now, as you face the world outside this academic haven, the concept of courage must not be left behind in your textbooks. It should be as alive in you today as your ambition to change the world for the better.
We were all born to be a Bulldog. Life drew us to this school, these people, and this tiny town. You were meant to be here to make a difference and to grow within yourself for the better. But what does it mean to truly be a Bulldog? Well, to scratch the surface, the students of Adrian College are anything but ordinary. The pride, grit, perseverance, and passion is absolutely unmatched. Good luck and congratulations, class of 2024. And know that today is yet another Bulldog victory.
And we are back. We are just about ready to get the second half started here at Marilat Sport and Fitness Center as the Ohio Northern Polar Bears have a great lead over your Adrian College Bulldogs. It is 44-27. But Braden, what do you think could happen here? Do you think maybe the Bulldogs could try to close the gap in, or will the Polar Bears keep pulling away and keep up their consistency?
Well, ever since the 2016 NBA Finals, I realized that there is no comfortable lead in basketball. Okay, the Polar Bears might have a 44-27 lead to start off the second half, but that could change quickly as they have the Bulldogs have players like number 2 Braylon Dickerson, number 24 Kendall Crisman, who can just shoot lights out from deep. If they're able to do that, they'll loosen this lead just a little bit, allowing the Bulldogs to come back. But they just got to widen out their spacing, because they keep on trying to bring it to the paint. And the Polar Bears are seeing that to a T.
Yeah, the Bulldogs overall in the first half, they went 9-29 in field goals. Not too well with the three-pointers, though. 1-13, and I'm looking at 7.7%. But for Ohio Northern, 50% for the three-pointers. Now that's a bunch.
I have to agree with you. Shooting 50% from deep is more than optimal. But I believe that will be a jump down for the Polar Bears. That will be a Bulldogs ball. Jump down is when you act like you're going to go for a jump shot. You just don't end up going for it, and you land back down on the ground.
Yeah. And now here's Crisman making the bounce pass to Dickerson. Dickerson scored 10 back in the first half. Dickerson will now hand it off to Nick Seifert. Seifert, who has been leading the Bulldogs all season in scores, but he has only scored 6 points tonight. Seifert has struggled in three-pointers. He is 0 for 3 and is 2-8 in field goals.
As that was Miller from downtown sparking it up. So that'll be 47-27. This will be the Polar Bears with the largest lead of the night with 20 points. Let's see if the Bulldogs can bring this one back.
Yeah, that was an outstanding three-pointer there. Finding the opening, finding the space he needed. Now that was Miller, right, Braden, who scored the three-pointer?
Yes, it was number 2, Will Miller. As this will be number 32, Jordan, at the cherry stripe. Let's see if he can knock the first one down of the second half, and he does.
The ball bounced up a little bit on the rim, but it went in. Now this will be Jordan's second free throw attempt. And he makes it 29 tonight so far for the Bulldogs. Again, this is just the start of things here in the second half. But at this point, I'm sure both teams have definitely learned a lot from each other back in the first half. That way they have a pretty decent plan strategized.
I have to agree with you. That first half is just getting well acquainted with one another, just making sure, testing the range, testing the waters. But once you come into this second half, you realize that the Polar Bears are just a lot more aggressive, closing out on the perimeter because they know that they can't make those shots.
So Cunningham and Miller and Reese are all tied for 6 points scored tonight. Miller has 8 points scored tonight. He is second under Lanford. Cunningham, Reese. So now Cunningham and Reese are both tied in third place with 6 points scored for the Polar Bears tonight.
Theo Mag was fouled on the way up, and he was sent to the free throw line to get his, I believe this will be his second trip of the game. A little bit of a rarity, as you typically see these post players get fouled a lot more. But the Bulldogs have been playing a relatively clean game.
So now here's Dickerson. Now making the pass to Rex Steiner. Dickerson dribbling it again. Makes the pass to Logan, who grabs it quick. Now Rex Steiner trying to score, and he does! Let Bruiser paw print that one on the board on the three-pointer.
As this will be Reese at the top of the key, trying to get it to his big man. Big man playing big in the post. Loses the ball as the Bulldogs able to steal away the change. Let's see if they'll widen their range, but that'll be Nick Seifert in the post.
And now that three-pointer just raised the percentage up to 14.3 and a long throw. But now it's the Polar Bears taking it back. Here's Cunningham to Miller.
Reese with the and one pass. Oh my goodness. That was Miller going up with the layup. Gets it to go. And now he is set to the cherry stripe. Reese with the full court vision passes it to number 11. I believe that is Cunningham. Cunningham makes the outlook pass to Miller. And Miller just gets it to go. Great offensive opportunity here for the Polar Bears as they capitalize on the and one.
Miller, sorry, Braden. Miller has 11 points scored tonight. He is now in the lead for points scored for the Polar Bears. Miller is 4 and 5 in field goals, 1 and 2 for three-pointers.
I have to say the Polar Bears have been playing well defensively as they realize once a player gets into the post, they double team him, and that's how they've been getting these boards. Haven't been able to box out because Jordan was able to get not one, but 3 opportunities to go up for the chance basket. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you could see Jordan was struggling a little trying to get the altitude on the ball to go up, but he was able to find that space he needed to get the momentum and to just push it right up into score to make it 34. 16-13 left in this second half. The Polar Bears, from what I've seen, it looks like every time that the Bulldogs try to make an effort to try to close this gap, the Polar Bears are immediately aware of it and pull away from it.
I have to agree with you. Bulldogs are trying to space out, trying to extend their range as much as they can, trying to get it out to their guys. Again, trifecta. Bulldogs are trying to close out this lead. Let's see if they can keep doing that. So it's now 52-37.
And so now here's Aiden Harris. Harris will score. 55-37 Polar Bears.
Yeah, they're just trading threes back to back. Let's see if they can keep this up. But that'll be a lost ball. This will be a fast break opportunity for the Polar Bears.
And Langford does it again. Langford gets 2 more points. He now takes the lead back. He has 12 on the night.
Dickerson with the step back mid-range jumper. Couldn't get it to go as that clangs on the side of the rim. Polar Bears leading this one 57-37 as that was a tough finish from the Polar Bears.
And this is going to be a timeout, but again, the Polar Bears have a great start here in the second half, but who knows what the Bulldogs have in store. But the Polar Bears lead 59-37. We're going to take a break for just a minute, but we'll be right back right after this.
Fans, welcome to the home of Adrian College Athletics, brought to you by Adrian College Television. Follow us on social media to be connected to the latest broadcasts, news, highlights, and more. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, X, and TikTok. ACTV's social media handle is at Adrian College TV on all platforms. Thank you to all of our fans who tune in to support us at ACTV.
Polar Bears 59-37 here in the second half with 15-12 left on the clock. But the Bulldogs still have plenty of time to get things going here, to come back and to possibly turn things around. Because like I mentioned before the break, who knows what they have in store tonight.
Have to agree with you. The Bulldogs are always a wild card. They always have that dog mentality and don't give up until the whistle ends. You know what I mean? It's just Bulldogs haven't all been shown out to fight, but the Polar Bears are looking to match that as they've been looking to match it throughout this whole game.
So now here's Schilling dribbling the ball, being guarded by Langford. And now here's Rager. But now that one's picked up by number 34, Jordan Ferguson. Now here's Cunningham, who has had a great game tonight. Now here's Stutter going for the three-pointer. And now here's Cunningham, excuse me. And now here's Schilling making the bounce pass to Rager. Rager dribbling it, bounce passing it to Seifert. Seifert passing it back to Schilling. Long throw to Logan. And it's Dickerson who scores. 2 points. 59-40. Now, I think I may have misspoke too earlier. Langford and Miller are still tied in points scored with 11. So yeah, earlier that was a two-pointer by Langford when he had 9, so he made it up to 11. So here's Seifert dribbling the ball. Bounce pass again to Schilling, and it looked like Stutter tried to steal it from Logan. But like you would say, swiper no swiping.
I have to agree with you there, Bulldog. The Polar Bears are able to retain possession just like that. I can't compliment their defense any more than I already have because they've just been spacing out perfectly, and that'll be Langford from downtown. Oh my goodness!
So Langford takes the lead back in points scored. He now has 14.
As that will be a shot blocked. Braylon Dickerson tried to put it up in the mid-range, couldn't get it to go. Fast break opportunity. This will be an outlook pass back to 4 Polar Bears players. Let's see if they can post up in the paint.
Cunningham passing it to Harris, going for the three, and Harris scores. 67-40 in favor of the Polar Bears. And Braden, I feel like if the Polar Bears keep up this consistency, they could end up with a win tonight. But meanwhile, the Bulldogs scored 2 more on the two-pointer by Seifert. So Seifert has a total of 8 points tonight. But Dickerson leads the Bulldogs in scoring tonight with 13. Ferguson has the ball, now passing it to Langford. Here's Harris again, dribbling, going around Dickerson. And now here's Stutter. And he misses. Bulldogs try to take it back, but the whistle is blown. And we're going to have a timeout. for just a minute. We will be right back. Polar Bears lead 67-42 from Braden Packard and Forrest Vernier. This is the home of Adrian College Sports.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
And we're just about ready to pick up where we left off here. Polar Bears are continuing to pull away. They are on a good pace. They are ahead 67-42 here at Maryland Sport and Fitness Center. I'm Forrest Vernier along with Braden Packard. We also have Tate Wise, Olivia Cronin, and Josiah Durrell on our crew tonight for Adrian College Television. For those of you watching at home, you can click on the red button, the one that says subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications. That way you will know whenever we are about to start streaming. And it looks like we're going to have another timeout here. But Braden, what has stood out to you so far in the second half?
So far throughout this second half, it has to be number 3, Noah Langford for the Polar Bears. He's just been ice cold from deep. He's just been able to knock him down, extending the range for the Polar Bears, making it effortless for them to drive to the paint. I feel like the Bulldogs could take a page from the Polar Bears book, try to extend the range just a little bit more, because that'll make the jobs for number 10, Nick Seifert, and number 32, Josh Jordan, that much easier just to drive to the paint like they're good at. But you gotta, it's a team sport like it always has been. You just gotta rely on all 5 guys for real. You know, it's nice to see this kind of chemistry from both sides. Let's see if they are able to keep it up for the rest of this second half.
Now, Braden, something I will have to give the Bulldogs credit for is their free throws. Despite being behind by over 20 points, they are 10 for 11 for three-pointers. Makes it 90.9%. So now here's Kendall Chrisman finding the opening. It was caught by Logan, but the Polar Bears again taking it back. And that one hits the rim on the scoring attempt by Miller. So now here's Logan dribbling it. Gets 2 more points on the layup.
That has got to be the hardest shot in the game of basketball. The wide open 3. There's so much pressure on you, and if you miss it, it's almost like, oh, who's guarding you? But if you make it, it's what your team expects. Everybody on the Polar Bears bench stood up, got hyped up, but just couldn't knock it down. But then again, like you were saying earlier, Polar Bears are up by over 20 points.
So now here's number 3, Brown, handing the ball off to Logan. Now here's Chrisman. Here comes Brown again, and he misses. That one went out of bounds. And this will be AC's ball. As Seth Logan makes a pass to Josh Jordan. But the Polar Bears take advantage. Here comes Miller. Miller scores 2 more for the Polar Bears. They have 71 points now. The Bulldogs still have 44. And now here's Brown going for the three-pointer, and he misses. So here comes Stutter. Now he makes the pass to Reese. And what's going to be called there, Braden?
I believe that'll be a reach-in foul on number 3, Chris Brown, as he was just trying to pick up his pace after missing the trifecta. just trying to guard Reese, but got a little bit too aggressive coming up towards past half court. Got the foul called, resulting in the foul.
So here's Stutter passing it around Williams. And it's caught by Logan. Now Brown dribbling it. Brown trying to find the opening. He'll have to pass it back to Logan. Now Williams. But the Polar Bears, again, taking advantage and being at the right place at the right time when it comes to defense. As that ball goes out of play.
Not ideal, as both number 32, Josh Jordan, and number 4, Seth Logan, went for the rebound. But since Josh Jordan has that little bit more strength than Seth Logan, as being the big man, forces your guard out of bounds, resulting in the turnover. This will be a shooting foul called. This will be number 15, Carter Reese, sent to the line. Let's see if he's able to knock these down.
Reese on the first attempt, scores. Reese, that is Reese's 7th point scored. And now he makes it 8. And Reese reminds us just how important free throws are when it comes to basketball. So now here's Brown dribbling it, being guarded by Stewart and Miller. So now Logan dribbling it, being guarded by Stewart. Now here's Dickerson. Dickerson taking his time with the ball, making the bounce pass to Jordan. Jordan now going around Mag. And Brown with a great effort, but misses on the three-pointer attempt. And so now this is Miller going around Dickerson. Shoots and scores 2 on the layup. It is 75-44 in favor of the Polar Bears. Brown dribbling the ball again. Hands it off to Williams. To Dickerson. Now here's Logan. Dribbling it, going around Reese. And it's going to roll out of bounds.
Logan couldn't hold on to it cleanly, leading it to the fast break to the basket. But I believe this will still be Bulldogs ball, as this will be number 2, Braylon Dickerson, getting ready for the inbounds pass. We have a few players getting ready to substitute, and I believe this will be number 13, Jacob Rior's first minutes of the game.
And now Dickerson holding the ball for Adrian College. And he makes the easy pass to Logan, who scores! Logan scores 2 more, making it 46 points for Adrian College. Logan has 9 so far on the night. And so now here's Rahor. And now Brown struggling a little with the ball, but makes the pass to Rihor, right?
Yeah, Rior.
Rior, I apologize.
You know, it's all good because they tried going up for the layup opportunity, couldn't get it cleanly, but I believe this will be number 4, Seth Logan, sent to the line. Let's see if he can knock these 2 down, lowering that lead for the Polar Bears. Polar Bears have just been playing stout defense throughout this first and second half. Like I was saying earlier, let's see if they can keep up this consistency. They've been showing out, and they've been showing that they can keep it up. That's why their record reflects it at 3-1.
So Logan is now 5 so that I think that was Logan's first free throw attempt. Logan is 5-11 on field goals. 1-6 for 3-pointers. Logan this time scores. 8:23 left in the second half. It is 75-47 in favor of the Polar Bears. And now here's Miller. Miller does it again, scoring 3 more, making it 78 for the Polar Bears. Now here's Rior making the pass to Logan. Now here's Rager. going around Stewart. So now here's Plesha, who just entered into this game. Now Rehor going for more. And now here's Logan scoring on a layup. Bulldogs have 49 now. 7:45 left in the second half. And now here's Studer, who scores. Studer, excuse me. Studer now has 6 points tonight. Now this is Rager for the Bulldogs. Finds the opening, bounce passing it to Brown. Brown still has yet to score a point tonight, but he hasn't been in the game that long.
I have to agree.
So go ahead, Braden.
I have to agree. Brown has put up some attempts, but then again, a lot of the attempts that he's put up is from downtown, and it's hard to get that feeling, especially here in the second half, but I believe this will be a timeout called.
So we're going to take a break for just a minute, but the Polar Bears just scored their 80th point. They lead 80-49 from Braden Packard and Forrest Frenier. This is the home of Adrian College Sports.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campusvisit.
Polar Bears lead 80-49 with 7:12 left in this second half. I'm Forrest Frenier with Braden Packard, Tate Wise, Olivia Cronin, Josiah Durrell working with us tonight. But yeah, the now back in the first half we didn't see a whole lot of scoring, but here in the second half it's been a lot more consistent, especially with the Polar Bears, Braden.
I have to agree with you. The Polar Bears have just got out of hibernation and just started going wild. I have to say, it just started extending their range, started sparking it from three, and everybody started having fun. Even the big men are starting to spark it from three. You rarely see that, but that is number 35. Yep, number 35, Justin Chapman, attempting the three-point shot. Couldn't get it to go, but that's how much confidence the Polar Bears have late in this second half.
So now here's Logan dribbling it. Now making the pass to number 1, Rager. Now Logan trying to go for a three-pointer. Yeah, the Polar Bears are 3-1 this season. Their only loss was at Gettysburg, 59-57. Now that's a close game. But they have won against Vassar, Bluffton, and Kenyon, which was their most recent game. Which the most recent game that the Polar Bears won, it was 90-68. They were 32 out of 57 in field goals. So yeah, this has been what I've seen is a very consistent. I might have said this word a lot, but a very well consistently played basketball team when it comes to the Polar Bears.
And I know I've said this a lot, but I couldn't agree with you anymore, Forrest. I mean, this team has been showing out not just today, but throughout this season. And having that depth on the bench, that just means all the difference for the world. I mean, you have number 12, Braden White, just getting the and one opportunity, and that is his first minute off the bench. I mean, if you have people like this coming off, adding that sort of depth to your team, that means sky is the limits for the rest of your season.
The number 12 for the Polar Bears, that's actually Tamar Lewis, the freshman from Columbus, Ohio.
I apologize, I was lost in the sauce. That is Tamar Lewis, the freshman from Columbus, Ohio. I apologize deeply. Just thinking of me as a substitute teacher on the first day.
So Lewis is having a quick conversation with Neil Young. the head coach for the Polar Bears. They're assisted by John Trupp and Guy Neal. Bulldogs, their head coach is Tim Kaiser in his 5th season, assisted by Adam Beam, Scott McKelvey, and J.D. Duval. So now here comes Studer. He's dribbling it, having to pass it to Chapman. Now here's Lewis making the bounce pass. Now here comes Chapman scoring 2 more for the Polar Bears. They lead 84-51.
Chapman didn't know if he wanted to dunk it or go for a layup, so he just decided to throw it in. You just love to see that kind of effort from your big man as he swipes it away, gets it to his teammate, almost gets the and one opportunity, but Braylon Dickerson gets the defensive board and leads it back down the court for his Bulldog squad. Trying to get shifty here in the mid-range and in the post. Tries to get his second chance bucket. Ends up going out of bounds.
And it looks like we're going to get another substitute in just a moment. No, 2 of them actually for the Polar Bears. We have Jackson Corder making his first appearance, as Stewart Studer and Stewart will make their way towards the sidelines.
Number 25, J.D. Kendall, is also subbed in for the Polar Bears, as he is now guarding the big man, number 35, Bryce Plesha.
Also, Gavin Etzler, the sophomore from Convoy, Ohio, is making his first appearance in this game. Now here's Lucas Schock scoring the free throw. Yeah, like I said, the best thing that the Bulldogs have shown tonight has to be the free throws. They are 13 out of 16 now. Make it 13 out of 17.
Oh, it's just a numbers game when it comes to the stats. As it'll just keep going up and up and up. But that will be a reach-in foul on the Bulldogs, resulting in the inbounds pass here for the Polar Bears. With great court positioning and a great lead, 84-51 with just a little over 5 minutes left of this second half. Polar Bears just looking to keep this up.
So Brown and Lepper have officially checked into this game. Brown and Plesha trying to guard Lewis. But I think this is going to result in a foul, in a free throw. This will be Tamar Lewis's second opportunity at making the free throw.
Had the and one opportunity earlier, but this will be now 2 for 2. Let's see if he can go 3 from 3 from the stripe.
And Lewis scores both of his foul shots, making it 86 total points tonight for the Polar Bears.
That'll be the Bulldogs with a push-off, resulting in the turnover. This will be, oh, nope, they're saying that was number 12. Number 12, Tamar Lewis with the reach-in foul.
As Brown just scored his first point on the free throw. Brown going for the second attempt. Brown scores both of his foul shots. Brown now trying to guard Lewis. They were neck and neck before Lewis makes the pass to Chapman. Now Brown playing good defense now. Still has the ball on the offense for the Bulldogs. Brown still has the ball. Having to go around Lewis. Passing it to Gira. And the Bulldogs have 55 now.
It's now 86-55 with just a little over 4 minutes left of this second half. Both teams just looking to close this one out. One's looking to hold on to the lead, and the other one's looking to come back.
So now here, the Polar Bears trying to hang on to it, but here's Lucas Schock trying to take it. But what's the call going to be?
That was a little bit of a scuffle there on the top of the key, but I believe this will be a timeout called, if anything, but I believe that'll be a foul on the Bulldogs.
Polar Bears continue to pull away. They lead 86-55. Braden Packard and Forrest Vernier. We'll be right back right after this. Who's going to win?
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, got out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Polar Bears lead 86-55 as the clock is starting to wind down. 3:53 left here in this second half. I'm Forrest Vernier along with Braden Packard. Braden, it has definitely been an honor to call this game alongside with you.
I have to agree. I mean, it's just been a blessing to commentate this wonderful game. We're seeing both sides extend the range, especially number 24, Gavin Etzler, shooting it from Yucatan.
Etzer scoring his first 3 points of the night as he's able to get himself on the board. So the Polar Bears have 89 points. But Brown will have another opportunity to score a foul shot. 56 points now for the Bulldogs.
With just about 3.5 minutes of this second half. Great effort from both sides, but especially the Polar Bears. I mean, Polar Bears have been showing out here at the Marilat, but, this will be a swipe.
That's Lucas Schock trying to go for the layup. Tries it again. Now, is that going to be another foul?
I believe they're calling the foul on that. They're saying that was a shooting foul. And number 5, it's Lucas Schock, is set to the line to put down 2.
And Schock scores his first attempt. He's going to try one more time, but he misses. But the Bulldogs have 58 points now. And so that first attempt was Schock's first point scored tonight as he gets on the board for the first time. But now here's Quarter to number 24, Etzer.
And he gets the 3 to go. Oh, my goodness. He is relentless.
As Brown tried to score and missed. 2:52 left on the clock in this second half. So the Polar Bears now have 92, and they're definitely on pace to get past 100 points.
It's insanity. It really is, but they've just been extending their range by so much, and they realize, hey, 3 is bigger than 2, so let's just keep shooting this. Let's just keep shooting. Oh!
Etzer with a great effort trying to go for another three-pointer, but it just bounces off the rim.
He has such a high arcing shot. It kind of reminds me of like a Klay Thompson sort of jumper. Great effort from the Polar Bears. Oh, they're saying that was a travel. I could see that one from a mile away. You can't give yourself a self-bounce pass. That's a foul all the way.
And so Adrian is going to get the ball now as the traveling was called on Tamar Lewis. As the referee is about to hand it off to Jacob Rehor. Rehor now making the easy pass to Dylan Gira. And the Polar Bears again finding the opening of where the ball is and take it back quick. There's now Lewis dribbling. Shock trying to guard him. Lewis now making the pass to Quarter. Quarter now being guarded by Lepper. Lewis now has the ball again, making the bounce pass to Ferguson.
Shot clock expires as this will be Bulldogs ball. Great job from the Bulldogs to not only play defense, but also another great job from the Polar Bears to chew as much clock as they to chew as much time as they possibly can.
So Braden White just passed it to Rehor. And Adrian College just about got a three-pointer, but it bounces off the rim. Here's Lewis dribbling it, making the bounce pass to Ferguson. Ferguson goes for two, and it goes over the hoop. Braden White again making the chest pass to Lepper. Lepper dribbles, and that one's going to go out of bounds. 1:15 left on the clock here in the second period.
This will be an inbounds pass from the Polar Bears, as this will be Lewis driving it down from half court. He's guarded up immediately, passing that half court line. Let's see if they'll be able to extend the range. A little bit of a heat check from number 25, J.D. Kendall, as he tries to extend his range. Couldn't get it to go with just a little under a minute left. Let's see if J.D. Kendall can lead it down the court for his team again. This will be Lewis.
Lewis making the bounce pass to Ferguson. Being guarded by Shock. And Quarter struggling a little with the ball, but he's able to pass it to Lewis. White now, and Lepper trying to guard him. Now here's Quarter. And the Polar Bears do a great job keeping it in play. That was Ferguson going toward the corner, keeping it in bounds. And now that was Gira. Bulldogs now have 60 points tonight.
Gira gets the second chance bucket opportunity, but also gets the and one to go. Let's see if he can capitalize on it. A little bit too late, as this looks like the Polar Bears will win this one 92-60.
Yes, 5 seconds left to go. And a smart play by Quarter, just dribbling the ball, eating up the time, and this is going to do it as the Polar Bears win it 92-60 over the Adrian College Bulldogs. The Polar Bears are now 4-1 this season. The Bulldogs are 1-2. And now, Braden, I think I may have summoned the commentator's curse when I said the Polar Bears could get to 100.
You know, when it came to the second half, they just started running up the points, especially number 2, Will Miller, putting up 18 for the night. I mean, being able to score from all three levels, not only just the paint, but the mid-range and the three-point stripe. What great effort from the Polar Bears to put this one away here at the Marilat Sports and Fitness Center.
Yeah, I feel like the most important thing tonight has been the free throws. The Bulldogs were 18 for 24, making it 75%. But I've definitely noticed for the Polar Bears, they went 18 for 22 in free throws, but their percentage was 81.8. But they've also done well tonight at three-pointers and field goals. for three-pointers. They went 42.9%, field goals 41.9%. But the Bulldogs, the three-pointers, that was something that they struggled with tonight. But they will have a lot of opportunities to bounce back and try to get as much wins as they can, as the Bulldogs' next game will be the 23rd, as they will take on Capital University at 3 p.m. And the next game coming up for the Panthers will be November 23rd at Baldwin-Wallace University. So we want to thank you very much for tuning into our broadcast here on Adrian College Television. From Josiah Durrell, Olivia Cronin, Tate Wise, Braden Packard, I am Forrest Frenier, wishing you a good rest of your night from Marilat Sport and Fitness Center, as your final score is Ohio Northern University 90 and Adrian College 60. Go in love and peace.
drives season athletes nowadays? Are there like really severe circumstances?
Yeah, they don't want it to be an excuse. They still want to rise up and be successful.
Right. A lot of these